0, 1. Let's get started.
Why they stopping me?
Bye, crypto bro.
What's going on, crypto peeps? It's that guy again, Ball Deep Crypto, coming at you with another SHX Stronghold piece. Before we get into it, Ball Deep Crypto is not a financial advisor. He's just a guy talking to a computer about what he's doing, what he's interested in. What you do with your money is your choice. This is not financial advice. That being said, let's get into it. Again, we go back to SHX Guru, my guy. Welcome back, Strongholders. You know I'm a Strongholder. I want to give a shout out to Stronghold Pay, Stronghold Japan, and JPYC official is what he's talking about. He's talking about how the deposit insurance covers up to 10 million yen, but JPYC is 101% secured with unlimited escrow. He's talking about carry trades. Now, first off, what is a carry trade? He kind of breaks it down here. The central banks of Japan carry interest rates super low, like near zero for years to boost their economy, so borrowing yen is dirt cheap, almost free money. Investors borrow a ton of yen, convert it to something like US dollars, and invest in US bonds or stocks that pay way higher interest, say 4 to 5%. The difference, pure profit. That's the carry. The interest you pocket after paying back in the low rate loan. It's not gambling, but it's actually sophisticated calculation. If the yen stays weak, which it often does, you win big. But if it strengthens, then suddenly off losses can hit hard, like the last time in August of 2024 when the markets freaked out. Now, how much are we talking here? Don't make dollars, it don't make sense, people. The yen carry trade isn't some niche side hustle. It's massive. Estimates peg the total size at anywhere from 350 billion to 500 billion, with some saying it balloons up to 1 trillion globally when you factor in all the swaps and loans. That's more money than the entire GDP of some countries. Annually, these trades carry profits from the ballpark of 5 to 6% returns on average for dollar-yen plays. Do the math. On 500 million pile, that's 25 to 30 billion in pure gains every year. That's crazy. Japanese retail investors alone have thrown in nearly 90 billion recently, and institutions, they're the whales, using it for everything from hedging bets to funding crypto adventures. It's like if you borrowed 100 from your parents at 0% interest and then put it in stocks yielding 5%, free $5. Scaled up to absurd levels. He's right. He said, but remember, it's not risk-free. Currency swings can wipe out gains, as we saw when 200 to 250 billion got unwound in a flash last year. Obviously, enter in Stronghold in their partnership with the JPYC, Japan's first regulated yen-pegged stablecoin. This isn't just a buzz, it's game-changing. JPYC is digital yen that's stable and compliant, perfect for trades because it lets you move money without the hassle of traditional banks. Stronghold, obviously a US-based fintech beast, hooked up with them to expand into yen transactions. It's a beautiful, beautiful thing. Now, why is StrongNet so important? In a world where carry yens rely on quick moves across borders, old school systems are slow and pricey, like mailing a check in 2025. He's right. Stronghold Net fixes with real-time settlements, conversions between fiat and stablecoins, and hooks into networks like Ripple and or Stellar. Plus, with the recent integrations with Axelar, Ethereum, trash, Solana, nah, and more as well. Again, obviously, I know they're going to use Stellar, Stronghold, Axelar to get cheaper rates because we know who the big dogs are. Now, for carry trades, it means borrowing JPYC, low yield yen equivalent, swapping it to higher yield assets in DeFi or elsewhere, and settling without fees eating your profits. It's regulated too, so no sketchy offshore vibes. Perfect for institutions dodging compliance headaches. Plus, it opens doors for U.S. regular folks or soon-to-be investors to dip into via apps, making global finance feel like Venmo on steroids. The future of money is going to move on digital rails, DeFi apps. This is a perfect example of how this is going to be. Obviously, bottom line is that it carries hauls in 20 to 30 billion yearly, fueling global markets from stocks to crypto. Stronghold Net isn't just infrastructure, it's the bridge, making it faster, safer, and more inclusive. As you know, they just had the Stronghold Korea, Stronghold Japan. Let's dive a little bit deeper. As you can see, as we just talked about here, it obviously launched October 27, 2025 by a Tokyo-based fintech company. There we go. JPYC Incorporated is fully backed 1-to-1, as we just said. JPYC targets issuing up to 10 trillion yen, which is 66 billion worth of tokens over the next 3 years. So you are early, with early interest from 7 companies looking to integrate it into their services. So they've already got the supply and now the demand. Here we go. It operates on blockchain networks like Stellar. Who doesn't? Shout out to Stellar for efficiency and low cost, positioning it as a bridge between traditional finance and crypto in one of the world's largest economies. Obviously, we've talked about Stronghold Pay and the SHX utility token. They announced a strategic partnership with JPYC in October 2025 as well during discussions at the SALT Blockchain Symposium in Wyoming. Now, rather than issuing its own stablecoin, Stronghold is collaborating with regulated issuers like JPYC to build inoperable, we love that word, payment rails. Obviously, we know that Stronghold is a unicorn. It can go across multiple rails. It utilizes Stellar as its, obviously, anchor. This involves integrating JPYC into Stronghold's network for cross-border settlements, leveraging SHX as the underlying token for transaction fees, rewards, and governance. SHX, transaction fees, rewards, governance over everything it does. People love us. Hold strong. The partnership focuses on creating a USD to JPY corridor, enabling instant, low-cost transfers compliant with global standards like ISO 20022 compliant. Stronghold's infrastructure built on Stellar and Ethereum complements JPYC stability, allowing seamless bridging between fiat-based assets and digital ecosystems. This is a great opportunity and potential partnership here. This is wonderful to see. There's people sleeping on Stronghold. I'm not. The benefits to Stronghold, obviously, it expanded market access and liquidity. Japan and Korea represent advanced fintech hubs with high demand for efficient remittances. Obviously, we know Stellar wants to be the remittance king, and e-commerce payments. By integrating JPYC, SHX gains a foothold in these markets, potentially increasing token utility for real-world transactions. Obviously, for instance, SHX can power merchant rewards or financing in JPYC ecosystems, driving adoption among Japanese businesses and driving up transaction volume on Stronghold Net. Let's go get that volume going. Actually, it can stay down. I'm not hating on the price. I'm going to keep buying it. So you do you, not financial advice. I already know where it's going to go, I think. Regulatory compliance and credibility. JPYC's approval under Japan's Payment Services Act provides Stronghold with a compliant entry point into a highly regulated jurisdiction. We know that they want to be highly regulated and deal with companies that are compliant. It's not their ballpark is not sketchy. They want to be above board on all things that do compliance. That's why I love Stronghold. Shout out Sean Bennett, Tammy Camp, the whole team. This reduces risk for institutional users, for banks and corporations, and aligns SHX with a SWIFT-like standards for digital assets, making it more attractive for enterprise adoption. They want to be regulatory compliant people. They want you to have that peace of mind that they are above board, which they are. Stronghold's focus on licensed banking partners like the upcoming tie-up with Mina no Ginko, Japan's digital-first bank, further solidifies this, enabling real yen settlements without FX hurdles. I didn't even know that they were linked up with Japan's first digital bank. That's really cool. Cost and speed advantages. SHX facilitates near-instant settlements at fees under a fraction of a cent. 1/100th of a cent, outpacing traditional systems. Paired with JPYC stability, this creates a reliable alternative for remittances, supply chain payments, and treasury management, targeting the 170 billion plus stablecoin market in 2025. This is awesome. Early speculations suggest it could rival Ripple and XRP in interoperability, positioning SHX as a neutral layer for multi-currency flows. The unicorn people, they can do it all. Rival Ripple XRP. We know that Ripple and XRP were some of the first investors, along with Stellar XLM, into Stronghold SHX. Stronghold, people slept on. You're sleeping on it. Token utility and ecosystem growth. Obviously, SHX earns fees from the JPYC transaction, boosting its deflationary mechanisms. Burn, baby, burn, and governance role. This could lead to a higher demand on Stronghold, expands into its Asia Pacific, including potential Solana, or XRPL integrations for broader RWA tokenization. Overall, this partnership transforms SHX from a U.S.-centric utility token into a global enabler, potentially increasing its value through higher usage and strategic positioning amid U.S.-Japan fintech alliances. I love Stronghold. I love everything I'm reading here. This kind of stuff I live for. Shout out to SHX. Here we go. Here are some key announcements just to finish it off. On October 3rd, 2025, CEO Sean Bennett detailed the JPYC partnership and how Stronghold is building the future of global payments, highlighting meetings with JPYC's founder and plans for a regulated cross-border rails. This was reposted officially on October 7th, tying it to broader trends like corporate Bitcoin, treasuries. October 22nd, SHX was a listing on Kraken, of course. Stronghold's first U.S. exchange listing enhances SHX's liquidity, making it easier to pair with JPYC for international trades. This coincides with a new partnership with British Arab Commercial Bank for payment modernization, signaling Stronghold's multi-region push. October 27th, 2025, JPYC's official launch. The stablecoin debut generated massive media buzz, with accounts boosting 500K to 200 million followers, amplifying Stronghold's early involvement. Community posts noted how this unlocks SHX for Yen-USD bridges, with Stronghold eyeing integrations with Mina no Ginkgo for a full rollout. Obviously, with Korea and Japan, they've got an ongoing Asian expansion. Stronghold launching, obviously we just talked about, aligning with U.S.-Japan pacts on tech and finance. This includes potential funding and deeper JPYC ties, as hinted in posts about embedding SHX in systems that move the world's money. These announcements collectively elevate the partnership from exploratory to operational, with full JPYC SHX connectivity expected soon, pending bank approvals. Keep an eye on Stronghold's channels for live integrations. People, this is it. They're telling you it's happening. They're rolling it out. This is what, 5 days old, you know? Hello? It takes time, but you're here. Do what you want to do. I understand that time is money, and you choose to spend it here. Hopefully this video gives you some value in that. Hope each and every one of you have a great day. I'm going to end the video on that. And like I always say, chase a check, never chase a bit.
Bye, crypto bro.